Today you'll see how we transplant from seed cups to soil. Last video I was at a different farm location. This particular farm here is up and coming. What you see right here is yellow squash. It was not transplanted. The seeds were dropped into the soil right here. Also, we have cucumber. And this space here is where we will be transplanting cabbage. This section here is all carrots. On the side we have watermelon, but we're going to pull those watermelon up. And we also have here cabbage that was already planted. So we're going to just do more cabbage today. We also have cauliflower, which may get transplanted today as well. Now, to get started, transplanting is fairly simple. First, the seeds are in the greenhouse, and then they're sitting in the sun. They're getting ready and getting sturdy and strong. Once they are strong, then we go ahead and transplant them into the soil. Come back with another video to show how you put the seed inside the cups. But for now, let's get to transplanting. I'll be transplanting right next to these black tracks it runs all the way down the flower bed, and it keeps water dripping so that the soil can remain moist. There are slits along this track, and it's a good marker for where to transplant. This is how you want the roots to look when transplanting. You want the roots to be intact. You want the plant to be healthy, have about 2, 3, 4 leaves on it. So this is how you want it to look. If it does not look like this, then it may not be quite ready, and you can just leave it in the cup and put it back in the greenhouse or put it back out until it's strong enough and ready to be transplanted. You can use your hand or you can use a tool just to dig enough space. You don't want it too deep, just deep enough for you to just sit it in there and cover it up. Sure to leave 12 inches of space when transplanting. I like to use a ruler to measure out 12 inches. You can pretty much begin to eyeball it as you go, but a ruler is always helpful just so that you make sure that you leave enough space. You'll also know that the plant is ready to transplant once you're able to pull it up easily like this. Just pull it out the cup and sit it down without it crumbling or coming apart. Nice roots. These here will go back to the greenhouse to get stronger, and I'll use these. The roots look pretty good, nice and healthy, ready to go. This is how everything looks so far. We're doing red cabbage and green cabbage. Here's some cabbage that was planted earlier. The cabbage that we're transplanting today, in about 7 weeks, we will have a harvest. So in about 7 weeks, we will be able to go ahead and harvest the cabbage. This is Texas. It is pretty hot. In order to keep the soil moist, we have these tracks here. They go all the way down. And like I said earlier, we plant on each side of it. So it runs a drip. There is a system in place. And the drip comes from this blue part here. He's fixing it right now. And it connects to this little piece here. So that's how it connects, and it just runs through. We also have sprinklers like this one here spread throughout. This area may be tilled down a little bit later so that we can make this area ready the same way we did that area there. And once we harvest the cabbage that was just transplanted, we may go ahead and let the crops grow for beans and whatnot. So that's it for today. As you see, transplanting is fairly easy. Planting, gardening, farming is all a process, but each step, it gets easier with time, and it's pretty much trial and error. So stay tuned for the next one.